It's okay.
Yeah.
You don't need to. We're just here for a bit of fun. The Women's World Cup final is set. England against Spain. The Spaniards victorious yesterday against Sweden. Another semi-defeat for the Swedes. And then England against Australia. Good game, this one. England winning it by 3-1. And the English coach getting to a World Cup final with another nation. Who's the favourites for you, Dalen, when the final takes place?
It's tough. I mean, I think the English have been really clinical. Like they haven't been prolific in any game, but today was a great example. I mean, Australia, Sam Kerr had 2 just gilt-edged chances to equalize in that second half, and they go one transition the other way, ball game's over. It's 3-1, and they've taken their chances, and despite injuries, despite suspensions, they've continued to play at a high level. Just looking from the numbers perspective, England is the favorite in the matchup early in the numbers that came out in terms of book betting. Not a huge favorite, but they were the favorite over Australia, and they prevailed. They were one of the bookmakers' favorites from the very beginning. And I think they've deserved that right based on how they've finished games. Now, clinical they've been, maybe not by their dominance. But that said, Spain's been really good despite all the upheaval around the program and the manager. They've continued to play at a really high level and have been impressive in nearly every game here. So I'm looking forward to the final. I tipped England just slightly. In terms of my bets, we can check in maybe in a couple of days. I'll figure that out.
Okay, Shaq, what's your prediction?
I echo everything Dalen just said. I tipped England just slightly, and say that the thing I'm loving about this final, which I love about so many World Cup finals, is while we have a favorite, it's probably 51-49. I'm saying England are favorite over Spain, but it's probably, as I say, 51-49, because without question, these have been the 2 best footballing teams in the tournament thus far. I thought you saw the best of England against Australia, a difficult tie, Australia being hosts, but dominated the game. I think the difference between this being an England blowout of Australia is the value of having a superstar such as Sam Kerr. How do you plan for somebody of that talent, and the way she took a goal kind of highlighted that. That being said, I think Spain again will dominate the ball as they have done for much of this tournament. But I think this is an English team that has far more weapons than I first realized, and I recognize that they're European champions. But I as this tournament went on, the more I realized how deep they were, how they can hurt you. And they made easy work of Australia in this semi-final without Lauren James, who is probably one of the most talented players on the team. So, short answer to your question is I tip England, but only just.
Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis, and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.